Good morning. I'm Taitz, and this is Taitz report for October the 14th. Well, I wanted to give an update about a couple of things. One, yesterday I participated in the rally at World War II Memorial, and it was a very special rally. People who defeated Nazis, elderly veterans, were there to take down the barricades that were placed there by Barack Obama and enjoy their memorial that was made for them and for nearly 500,000 American veterans that died for freedom that we're losing today. I posted the pictures from this rally on my website, orlytaitz.com, ORLYT as in Tom, AIT as in Tom, Z as in Zoo, ESQ like esquire.com. One picture was very memorable. It was a picture with a 96-year-old lady, a veteran, who was in her wheelchair, and she was holding a sign that said "Close, do not enter" due to government shutdown. The sign was torn down, and she was sitting there after winning yet another battle, but this time it's not a battle with Nazis. This time it's a battle with Obama. One thing was kind of troubling. One of the gentlemen standing next to me stated that a veteran wanted to use a restroom, those porta potties, and the park ranger refused. So a number of people told the park ranger, listen, this person has risked his life for this country, and you want him to wet his pants here while he's sitting in the wheelchair, he cannot walk. So finally the ranger was utterly embarrassed, and he gave the combination for the combination numbers for the to unlock this porta potty. And this should not be happening. This regime should not be retaliating on veterans who risk their lives for this nation. Further, during this rally, I gave interviews to several reporters, producer Miss Wei, who is a producer for Megyn Kelly, Megyn File on Fox, as well as a reporter for CINA, Chinese TV, CNN, Washington Times, and a number of other networks. Let's hope that they will be reporting the truth in regards to Barack Obama. Further, we had some movement well, I wouldn't say positive movement, but I guess there was some movement where Judge Lamberth issued one decision in a case dealing with Barack Obama's use of a stolen Social Security number. And he stated that motion for reconsideration is being denied because it's been over a year. However, I responded over the weekend. You can see the response posted on the website. And as I stated, there is a rule, FRCP 60B6, that allows you to resubmit to seek reconsideration, even if it's been more than a year, if there are exceptional circumstances that justify this. And here we do have an exceptional circumstance. We have a circumstance of somebody usurping the position of the US president, sitting in the White House in the position of the president and commander-in-chief, using a stolen Social Security number and fabricated IDs that justifies it. Moreover, this delay is caused by the government. The employee of Social Security Administration, Dawn Wiggins, had in front of her all of the evidence that I did not have at a time in 2011. She knew that the Social Security number in question was assigned to one Harry Bunnell, who was born in 1890. She had in front of her this 120-year new law that was introduced and passed and used by Social Security Administration since 2010, but was not given to the public until sometimes late in 2011. I did not have this law at the time. I did not have the name of the individual. She did, and knowingly, she lied to the judge. Incidentally, the same judge, Royce Lamberth, has sanctioned an attorney for Hillary and Bill Clinton, an aide for Hillary and Bill Clinton, Ira Magaziner, he sanctioned him $300,000 for lying to the court. And that was back in 1997 when Hillary Clinton held this panel that was preparing her version of healthcare reform. And she claimed that only governmental employees participate in this panel. However, later on, we got evidence showing that others participated as well, special interests participated. So it means there was a high probability of backroom deals, while doctors and patients knew nothing about this. So at a time, Judge Lamberth threw a book at Hillary's advisor. He sanctioned him $300,000. He also wrote to Janet Reno, who was Attorney General of the United States at the time, demanding a special investigator, special prosecutor for this case. He also wrote to Eric Holder, who was U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia at the time, demanding criminal prosecution. So I wrote to the judge in my motion for reconsideration stating this is an exceptional circumstance and he should show consistency and take the same action that he took back in 1997, and specifically seek a special prosecutor, seek sanctions against the government, and specifically against this employee, Don Wiggins, and seek criminal prosecution because the government did lie and did participate in this de facto RICO in covering up the fact that we do have a criminal in the White House who is using all fabricated IDs. I will be responding today also to a request by the government seeking more time in the case dealing with Obama's use of a fabricated selective service certificate with a fabricated cancellation USPS stamp on it. And next, of course, I cannot end this report without talking about a very serious issue of government shutdown and, of course, the impending deadline that Barack Obama actually created himself, and that's going to be on Thursday the 17th, in just 3 days deadline, where he claims he will breach the debt ceiling and would not be able to pay U.S. Sovereign debt. Well, as was stated time and again by multiple congressmen and senators, and even Moody's, that this deadline is artificial, it's worth nothing. It's another one of those red lines that Barack Obama draws, and then he just steps right over the red line. As a matter of fact, I've heard news recently that a big truck with buckets of red paint was sent to the White House in case Barack Obama would have to cross yet another red line. And there is negotiation going on in the Senate. Why in Senate? Because the House Republicans are nowhere near to what Barack Obama wants. So Barack Obama is betting that something can be done in Senate. And there was, first of all, a bill proposed by Harry Reid talking about extortionism. While Harry Reid called Republicans extortionists and right-wing extremists, in reality, Harry Reid and Barack Obama are the extortionists. They are the ones, the left-wing extremists and extortionists, who demanded over $1 trillion credit card, $1 trillion of additional debt in exchange for Barack Obama reopening the government. That extortion, that a promise by corrupt senator, Senate Majority Leader, and corrupt congressman to burn the House down in case he does not get a $1 trillion credit card. And I believe that Republicans should stand strong. As a matter of fact, they did stand strong, and this bill fell. It went nowhere. It did not garner 60 votes needed for passing. Only 53 votes were received. Further, there is a new proposal by Senator Collins. This proposal came back on Friday. It was rejected by Harry Reid, but now, since there is nothing else on the horizon, Harry Reid and Mitch McConnell are negotiating this proposal. There was a meeting scheduled for today, 3 p.m. in the White House. Mr. I will not negotiate wanted to negotiate with Senate and House majority and minority leaders. He later postponed that meeting. So far, there is no deal. There are 3 days left, and the deal that Susan Collins proposed is horrible. It does not give American people anything, absolutely nothing. It's just a total waste of time. A couple of gimmicks. It would be even worse than what we have today. So I hope that Republicans will stand strong and that they will not they would not come up with any new deals, and they will not agree to this new proposal by Susan Collins. This proposal will actually increase spending. It will not delay the individual mandate. It will not do anything in terms of curbing the negative impact of Obamacare. She proposed just something, just a gimmick to delay one tax on medical devices for a couple of years. It's nothing. I mean, it's so minor. And Harry Reid wants actually renegotiating of sequestration deal. They want more money, more spending, more debt. And we're seeing no positive developments there. So I hope that Republicans in the U.S. House of Representatives and hopefully Republicans in the U.S. Senate, even though many of them are just puppets of the ruling establishment, puppets of the ruling oligarchy, I hope that they will have strength of character to state no, do not go with this deal. There is nothing positive in it. And all they need to do is just stand strong for 3 more days. We also heard some statements by Christine Lagarde, who is the president of IMF, International Monetary Fund, as well as statements by Mario Draghi, who is the chairman of European Central Bank, and of course, Ben Bernanke, chairman of the U.S. Federal Reserve, where all 3 of them, of course, were demanding that U.S. government and U.S. Congress raise the debt ceiling so that Obama can spend more. Why are they pushing for it? And should we pay attention to what they're saying? Well, who is Christine Lagarde? She's a banker. She is the president of a big bank conglomerate called International Monetary Fund. Her allegiance is not with American people. Her allegiance is not with us. Her allegiance is not with our children. And her allegiance is not to the United States of America. As a matter of fact, she doesn't even have allegiance to her own country, to France. Her only allegiance is to the shareholders of this bank to give them maximum profits. When countries borrow more, they will have to return more with interest. Those banks are making money on the interest. So the goals of Christine Lagarde and Mario Draghi and Ben Bernanke are the opposite of what is good for the American people. So when you hear what they're saying, do the opposite, and that's going to work. So I do hope that Republicans in the House and hopefully Republicans in the Senate just stand strong for 3 more days, because it will be a win-win situation for them. Why so? Because A, it will expose Obama as a liar, as somebody we know he lied about anything and everything, and he's lying about this artificial deadline, about the fact that we will be unable to pay our debts. Yes, we are able. We're getting every month $250 billion in income, in revenues, and our debt payments only about $30 billion per month. So we definitely can pay it. Further, what it will do, it will show the public that there are 2 possibilities. One possibility, if he does pay the debt, so everybody will see that this artificial deadline was just a hype, and another lie, as everything else coming out of Obama's mouth. If he does not pay, better yet, then there will be a definite reason for the US Congress to start impeachment proceedings against him, because according to the 14th Amendment, he has a duty to pay this debt. They would be able to draft articles of impeachment and start with impeachment and removal of Obama from office, and that will be a win too. So it's a win-win situation. I hope that the Republicans in the US Congress will stand strong just for 3 more days. Guys, you stood strong for 2 weeks, for 14 days. Please stand strong for 3 more days and you will win. You are winning already. Today, in the just generic ballot, Republicans are winning. They're ahead of the Democrats in the generic ballot. They're also 18% ahead among independents. As we know, about a third of the country are registered Republicans, a third of the country registered Democrats, and about another third, or maybe 40%, are independents. Republicans are leading by 18% among independents. Furthermore, by 21% margin, the nation is saying, don't give Obama any more money, don't give him another credit card. And the nation is also saying, if you are to raise the debt ceiling somewhat, there have to be substantial cuts in spending in exchange. So Republicans are winning. They have a very strong position. They are in the position of power. All they need to do is just stand strong for 3 more days. Let's hope they will. And this was the Taitz report for Monday, October the 14th. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.